Yeah, so TMZ just dropped a bombshell and it got the internet in a frenzy. My inbox went crazy. It was like I was doing a free giveaway if you inbox me. Check this out. Exclusive, David. Investigators view him as suspect in Celeste Rivas' apparent homicide. David is viewed as a suspect in the death of Celeste Rivas, the teenager who was found decomposing in his Tesla. Law enforcement sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ. As far as we know, there is no paperwork classifying David as a suspect. But as one of our sources told us, investigators are looking at David as a suspect. We're also told they are viewing Celeste's death as a homicide, even though the medical examiner has yet to determine cause or manner of death. Investigators are still awaiting toxicology results. One source claims the police investigation revealed that around spring of 2025, David took a trip in the middle of the night to a remote area of Santa Barbara County and remained there for several hours. We have we have not double sourced that information. It's also unclear why spring trip would be on LAPD's radar. We have not been able to find a photo or video of Celeste since September 2024. David was living in the Hollywood Hills in a rental home. Cops searched the property for blood evidence, and his Tesla was abandoned on a nearby street and towed to an impound lot where Celeste's body was later found in the front trunk. Celeste's body was decomposing when it was found in a plastic bag back in early September. And our sources say it looks like the body was cut up and that the manner in which Celeste was dismembered strongly suggests whoever did it had help from other people. It's unclear if cops have suspects besides David. LAPD told us Monday they are not close to making an arrest. We reached out to David's camp. So far, no word back. Yeah, why in the hell would we talk to you? Just curious. Y'all trying to paint the story that he did this shit. Why in the hell would we talk to you? Shut your Nah, I'm just playing. Let's get into it, though.
Hey, yo, you. Can you subscribe and turn on that bell, too? Because when you do, you're helping unbiased, independent news.
I know what's going on here. TMZ is trying to manufacture a whole entire confession. Because what did you ultimately really learn? First off, everybody in the house is a suspect. The person who moved the vehicle wasn't David. It was somebody else. So that person is a suspect. Probably more than David is. So when they say this BS like, oh, I know what you did last spring. You went out all the way to Santa Barbara for several hours. All right. Okay. So you guys are reviewing cell phone tower data. And you've gotten it all the way down in your investigation to let them know really you're looking into David. That's really what that means. So technically, yes, he is a suspect for sure. Numero uno, if not, numero dos. Primero, segundo. Primero, segundo. Primero, segundo. Vale. But here's the thing. They ain't saying nothing else. You would think, right, that the cops would bleed a little bit of info out there. More than just that. But they did that to show what? A panic. Because what the cops are saying is, David, we got your cell phone footage, buddy. You might want to come through before we eventually get you. This is what they're saying. So if the number that they have that has David on there actually has what they say, dare I may, hey, bro, we're going to make sure that we get you. What do you mean, Nash, that we get you? That the feds are saying, yeah, we got you now, buddy. Because the police have to try to wither away and push certain things out to see if David actually snaps, if he goes for it, if anything. TMZ, y'all reaching out to David for What exactly? A confession? What are you all trying to get him to do exactly? Are you all trying to get him to throw somebody under the bus? Are y'all trying to get somebody in his team to throw somebody under the bus? One of the best and worst things right now is that the parents don't speak English and the parents ain't rocking with nobody. They are just sitting there. And I say best and worst things because if they were crying out and crying out and crying out for help, the insincerity that a lot of these news stations, a lot of these bloggers and all this stuff, a lot of these people that would come to them in hopes of cracking a story instead of comforting the parents would be insane. So it is what it is. But I also wonder this, right? For those of you who say David didn't do it, whatever he knows ain't gonna be good. I think Trapper Ross say this, that the feds are getting involved in this. If the feds get involved with this, they're gonna get him on a Mann Act for sure. They're gonna get him for underage transportation and all this stuff, and he will be getting a life sentence. If the feds get involved with this, I already know every single effing charge that they're going to hit him with. Check out the video, the very first video where I said, hey, if he's innocent, here's the actual charges he could be hit with. There were 5. I just named off 2. But here's the biggest thing, and I want everybody to sit back and go, damn, you might be right. It wasn't just David. It wasn't just David. I think we all can infer from what's said and from the beginning of what was done from the beginning. I don't think any of us ever wanted to admit it, but it wasn't just David. We all wanted to believe, those who wouldn't point fingers at anybody else, we all wanted to believe it was either David or somebody in the house. But I'm fairly certain we all now believe it wasn't just David. It was David and somebody in the house, or 2 people within that house that tried to conceal that. Saying that this man basically went to Santa Barbara with all the amount of freaking stores there, with all the freaking technology that's there, with all of the camera footage that you could get. I don't know how long it's going to date back. Yeah, and so cops, are y'all going to say that Celeste's cell phone pinged with his? Okay. Excuse me. I'm being fair. I'm just gonna be fair. It seemed to me like the cops are just trying to swing and see if they can hit a home run, to see if somebody will panic. This to me seems and feels like a doggone smokescreen. And if it is, so what? A little girl is dead. I don't care how fast she was. I don't care what she was doing. We read the text messages. She had already been with somebody in an intimate reason and all this stuff and everything. And it's terrible. But at the end of the effing day, a little girl is gone. Did not trust, did not like the people she was around, and the people that were around her. Had they called the police when she showed up at a freaking graduation for her family and would have let the police know, hey, my child is back home, police would have gotten involved. She would have been taken from that home, and more than likely she would have been a runaway. So there was no way in this world that this young lady was going to be in a position to basically live life as a young girl. I don't know what happened. I don't know when she became involved with substance abuse. I don't know when she started leaning on other people because she didn't trust her protectors. I don't know anything about that. But one thing I do know, if home isn't safe enough for you to stay and you're leaving, what the hell is wrong with home? And the fact that these cats could participate in a cover-up of murder, maybe overdose, whatever, we ain't gonna say murder. We're just gonna say death. The fact that these cats can basically say, you know what, we ain't gonna say nothing about this death, is very, very telling of the individuals involved. I don't know how much more to put it, but that's all I can do for y'all. It's sad, it's disturbing, and at the end of the day, we don't know anything. For the cops to sit up there and tell this BS like that, bruh, listen, man, everybody's suspect in that house, all of them. all of them. If you stayed there, you a suspect because we don't know shit. So we're going to look at all of y'all. That's good police detective work. That's what they're supposed to do. But if the police were to say anybody else's name, I think that's the next play. We have two potential things. We get the toxicology report and we get that basically in mid-December. Let me check my calendar. Let's see. I got the keys. We'll probably get an update on this crap. Basically going to center on either December 11th or December 12th, December 18th, or December 19th. I know y'all like, damn, Nash, you just gave us 4 dates, so pick one. December 11th, if I'm a betting man. If I want to hedge my bet, I would say the 12th, 18th, and the 19th. But we're going to get some in a couple of weeks in December. Just my theory, just my guess. But y'all, let me know y'all thoughts on this one because Team Z is acting very, very strange to go ahead and put that out there and say it as though they knew something when really it's all about getting a second person to get scared and panic. I believe this is a smokescreen for the other person involved so that they can get caught, get off of the deal, and start telling something. Y'all, let me know your thoughts on this one. Share to keep your people aware. Subscribe, turn the bell to notified. Click right here to see how Big U officially got denied. But the judge actually granted him some mercy. It's crazy. Click right here to find out exactly what that is. Or click right here for the playlist because y'all like what we do better over here. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Reload it.